you end up spending way more time than you should have to when you use cleaners. Hi, Danny Bale here, and I am going to share with you why you don't want to use cleaners, whether chemical or natural, for most of your cleaning. So comment below, let me know where you're listening from and that you're here, and ask any questions that you want. Now, my comments show sometimes and sometimes they don't. So if I don't answer your question during the live, I will go back and answer it. So just be aware that they don't always show up. Okay, so why don't we want to use cleaners? Well, there's two main reasons. The first one is that all cleaners, like I said, whether natural or chemical cleaners, they leave a residue. So that residue then attracts more dust and dirt and fur and dander and fingerprints and all that kind of stuff. Sorry, you'll have to excuse the jets flying overhead. That's part of living where I live, and I love it. Side point. Okay. So that it attracts all of those things, and that means that you have to clean more often. So you know when you clean the window and there are those streaks on the window, those streaks are not there just simply for lack of wiping enough. That's not the case. It's because of the residue. Those streaks are the chemical residue left over that is attracting the dust that's showing on the window. So all chemical and natural cleaners leave a residue. Okay, so that's the first one. The second one is most people, especially right now, are using disinfectants to clean. Disinfectants are not intended to clean. When you read the back of the container, it says point blank to wipe before you disinfect, then to disinfect, and then to clean afterwards with potable water. The company knows they're not intended to clean. They're just intended to disinfect. And if you use them properly, they can kill some bacteria and germs. Now, do they kill everything that you think? Probably not. There is a select grouping of things that they actually kill, but they do kill, and that is their intention. They do not clean, however. Now, clean, if something is clean, it means that it is unsoiled, it is unstained, and dirt is removed from the surface. Okay, that's what clean means, and disinfectants do not do that. So what are you supposed to use to clean if you can't use cleaners, right? Okay, well, there are actually two things that you can do. The first thing, and they're both effective, but you just need to keep different things in mind for both of them. The first thing is steam cleaning. Okay, now steam cleaning requires bigger equipment. It tends to be more expensive, although the prices are coming down, which is really nice. But steam cleaning, what it does, and I'm going to read this so that I make sure that I say it right. Steam cleaning, it heats water up beyond the boiling point, and the heated vapor comes out of an attachment. And that pressurized water vapor not only loosens dirt, it also removes allergens and bacteria, kills mold, dust mites, and even bed bugs. So it does all those cool things. This is something you need to remember. After that's done, you still need to remove everything from the surface. It might have killed all those things and it loosened the dirt, but it did not suck it up and get rid of it. So it does need to be wiped up. You don't want to use a cotton cloth. Cotton smears it around. It absorbs moisture, but it will not absorb the dirt. It will not absorb the germs. It will not absorb the bed bugs. Okay, you have to physically remove it, and cotton cloths just don't do that. Microfiber is the best way to go there. So when you use your steam cleaner, make sure that you wipe it afterwards. You also want to wipe just simply for drying purposes and polishing, because it uses moisture. It will leave streaks just simply because of hard water or just water drying with not being wiped off. Another thing you need to keep in mind is that steam cleaners cannot be used on every surface. So it can damage some surfaces, like wood, for example. But now you can use it on some of these surfaces, but you have to be very, very careful. You don't want to linger longer. Not on those surfaces, because it can cause some damage. So keep track of that. So any wood surfaces, antiques, musical instruments, certain painted surfaces can't be used on. It can't be used on certain fabrics. So just keep those things in mind if you're going to use a steam cleaner, because you want to use it properly and not damage anything and have it be effective. Now, the second option is microfiber. a microfiber cloth and water. And you want a high quality microfiber cloth because not all cloths are created equal. Okay. Now, this is the one that I do because, for one, I'm really cheap. I don't want to buy that steam cleaner. I'm just not willing to spend that kind of money when I could carry around a cloth and water. And I also don't want to lug it around when I could carry around a cloth and water. That's just me, okay? I don't want to mess with it. I find the microfiber is just as effective, and it eliminates a step, okay? Because you have to use the microfiber when you steam clean anyways. So anyway, so I like to eliminate the steps. I do not like cleaning, as you can tell. So the cool thing about microfiber is that it picks up and removes everything from the surface and cleans it. I mean, it cleans it all at the same time. It gets rid of everything all at once. It's one step shop, you know. I mean, it's awesome. So now I'm a very visual person, and so the way that I visualize it is I think, okay, and I spend a lot of time in my yard, so weeds are primary in my mind. So, okay, so imagine that you have a dandelion growing up through the crack in your driveway. So you have two options with that dandelion, okay? You can either spray it with a chemical and kill it and then remove it, or you can dig it up, okay? So the chemical spray is sort of like your chemical or even natural cleaner that you spray. You spray it, and then you have to take care of it and clean it up and pull out that weed, okay? Now, if you use the microfiber instead, that's sort of like digging it up and getting rid of it in the first place, okay? Because what's left over when you spray it? The dead weed, the chemical residue, right? What's left over when you dig it up? Nothing. So that's the difference between the two. Now, like I said before, you need to do your research. Make sure that you choose wisely. Not all microfiber is created equal. The stuff that you buy at the store can vary in huge degrees in how effective it is. So check and make sure that you're buying something that is quality and effective, because a cheapy cloth will not be as effective, but it also will wear out faster. So you want something that will last and something that will work like it's supposed to. So I hope this was helpful for you in learning how to get rid of those cleaners and save you some time and some money, for that matter. If you found that helpful, comment below. I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to hear your comments and your questions. And if you'd like to learn more about how to save time and get rid of those chemical cleaners at the same time, check out my VIP. It's free, my VIP group on Facebook. I'd love to see you there.